Hey, Virginia.
Oh, hello, Sam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. You can hear me well, can't you?
Yeah, I can hear you pretty okay, pretty well.
Great, great. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I borrowed an iPad so I could call you. No, I fine. I think it's fine.
No worries,
Yeah.
no worries. Awesome. Well, thank you for taking the time to swim in the bowl with me.
Well, thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely, absolutely. I hope the temperature is just right.
Yeah, yeah. The temperature is just right.
Awesome.
Actually, what temperature is it your side of the world? Just out of curiosity.
Well, if you ever get a chance to come to Pittsburgh,
Mm,
and tour the area, you'll
yeah.
find that we have like the weirdest weather.
Do you know?
like right now, I think we're gonna hit like close to 70 degrees today,
Like
and
Fahrenheit, right?
like a couple days ago we had like almost like 3 inches of snow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's winter, isn't it? Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Pittsburgh weather, it's either really really nice or completely humid, muggy, and cold.
Right. Cool.
What's the
Okay.
weather like on your side of the world? You're in
Yeah, I'm in Cambodia. I count degrees in Celsius, so it's about 30. It might have gone down to 28 now outside, but inside it's still like 30 plus. It's humid and hot, very hot. But I prefer it. I prefer summer to winter, so there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, same here. Same here. My birthday is actually next month.
Oh, me
So
too.
yeah. Oh,
When's
is
your?
it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What
What
day?
day is yours?
All right, mine's on the 15th.
Yours the 15th. I'm the 18th.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, um, mine's before yours.
Well, happy pre-birthday to both of us.
Yeah. Exactly. Thanks.
I love April birthdays. I love April in general. I am
Yeah.
definitely a spring summer guy. And
Yeah. That's
something
the reason.
about April. The weather is pretty much nice by then. It's not like overly bearing hot yet. You can have the windows open, fan on, and everything. So
But
I love April.
cool. Yeah. April's good. It's the return of spring and the light.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I have a couple questions here for you.
Yep.
I'm really excited to talk about geography of the moon.
Sure.
My first question for you is, what got you interested in music?
Oh. Wow. I don't know. I don't remember a start to that. I think I was always interested in music. From my earliest memories, I was always singing to myself, or and my parents were listening to, I don't know, Pink Floyd, and they had a lot of records, but I don't remember anything specific. I just know I just always loved music. Yeah, that's yeah.
Awesome, awesome. I think it's the same for me with movies.
Cool.
Um,
Yeah, I saw you a lot of sorry, your uh all your reviews and interviews are always about horror movies, right?
a lot of horror stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. So, how come you get bands as well, like to interview sometimes?
Well, a lot of it actually started on Facebook, and since it's kind of like grown well beyond that, I now have a subscription to what's called IMDb Pro, and
Oh yeah.
it basically lets me look up celebrities' contact info and everything, and I'll send out emails to either their publicist, talent agent, manager, or whatever. Sometimes for like the real celebrities, you have to go through like the proper routes.
Yeah, yeah,
Right. I'm really like trying to branch out with getting bands on my show.
yeah.
I've done it. I've interviewed a couple bands. I've had Frankie Teardrop Dead on, the Kundalini
Oh,
Genie.
I know them. know them.
Yeah,
Alright, yeah.
yeah, and I actually just had a major score. I'm now connected with Little Cloud Records,
Yep.
and
Okay, so that's maybe
yeah, yeah, and
yeah.
you know they're sending me bands to interview, um,
Mm,
and I'm really excited about it because for me my favorite genre of music is pretty much like psychedelic
yeah,
and you know shoegaze, dream pop,
sure.
all the extensions of you know anything psychedelic. I'm like really into.
Yeah, and that's I think you found the right label. I mean, they distribute most of the a lot of the UK. So yeah, like Teardrop and Kundalini Genie are pretty big on the scene. So
Awesome,
it's cool.
awesome.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm friends with Ben and Robbie and Carling on Facebook as well.
Yep.
Ben was really cool to talk to. So is
Yeah.
Robbie. I'm just a really one of the things that I wanted to eventually have happen with my show is to have like a talk show,
Yeah.
like a late night talk
Why
show,
not? Yeah.
and have like a band of like my choosing to come on the show and perform, you know, and act
Mhm.
and that way to, you know, help give publicity to bands that, you know, may not be on like the commercial mainstream
Yep.
and allow them to have a chance to get their voice heard and everything because I think psychedelic rock is so good and if more people were able to hear it and know about it, it could become you know more on the mainstream.
Yeah. I think it's a bit of an underground genre, to be honest. Okay, so started as a blog that basically promotes bands, bands that are like maybe DIY and not very big bands, but really interesting sounds. And I think you might like some of them, check it out.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I will check that out ASAP.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I really like your band.
yeah, thanks. Let's talk about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. One of the things that I really hear, and there's a whole new genre of this type of music coming out. I mean, it even showed up on my Spotify as classified as new wave grunge, and
Right.
I wouldn't quite consider you guys new wave grunge, but I almost kind of consider you guys like the psychedelic mix of like the Pixies and the Breeders.
Cool. Thanks. I think we've got a lot of so I would say grunge is one of them. Psych is as well. And what was the other one? The first one. Sorry.
Oh,
Um.
there was grunge, psychedelic.
Yeah. And the other one.
Oh,
The
shoegaze,
and
new
new
wave
wave.
grunge, new wave
Yeah.
grunge.
And we
Yeah,
got that as well. Yeah. In some songs have that same rhythm. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. We've been influenced by all of this. So a lot of like 80s, 90s bands and that sort of sound.
awesome, awesome. I kind of see that sound could be like the next big thing. You
That would be
know,
good for us. You know?
well, hopefully, you know, I can help make it happen, and I would love to see you guys live.
Yeah, yeah. I hope get to go. We come and play the States. We had the start of a tour planned, but that was just before COVID, and then COVID happened, and all the dates that we were gonna play obviously were cancelled, and so I don't know. I hope that at some point we to that side of the world. That would be good. We're waiting for that. So yeah, that'd be great.
That'll be
Definitely.
awesome. Well, shoot me a message if it's in the works, and I will let you know the best venues in Pittsburgh
Yeah, totally.
to
That
play
would be amazing. Thank you.
because I'm really like hip on the scene.
Cool.
You know, I go to a lot of concerts. I mean, of course, you know, with COVID and everything, it's kind of delayed that, but you know, now stuff
Everywhere.
is happening again, and
Mm. Oh, that, oh,
exactly.
yeah.
So, you know, there's
What's
a lot of shows coming to Pittsburgh. I actually saw on the topic of grunge,
yeah.
Alice in Chains and Bush is supposed to come.
Cool. Okay. Nice. How's the scene in Pittsburgh?
Well, it's actually funny because I told you I was gonna pick up my sister at the airport
Yeah.
yesterday, and
Hmm.
she happens to be actually going to her last semester at Berkeley,
Okay.
in
Cool.
Boston.
Yeah.
So she's actually studying to be a musician, and she was real
Nice.
like hip on the Pittsburgh music scene.
Okay.
For rock and roll, Pittsburgh, it's kind of hard to break out with rock and roll.
Right.
Our rap scene is really good.
Yeah.
There are a couple like really big rappers like Wiz Khalifa, and the name is escaping me right now. He passed away, but he was another big rapper that came from Pittsburgh. In terms of acts that come to Pittsburgh, bigger bands and stuff, within the last kind of like 20 years, since like the 2000s,
Yep.
the Pittsburgh music scene has really gotten a lot better for big bands and bands of, a little smaller stature but more experimental stuff
Cool.
to come to Pittsburgh as well. And
Yeah.
we've been getting a lot of really cool acts and stuff in the psychedelic scene. We've actually gotten some decent shows. Like for my 28th birthday, I got to meet and have dinner and hang out with the Dandy Warhols.
Nice. Oh, that's a good birthday present.
It,
Jeez.
it was like the most memorable thing to ever happen, and I even got them to perform a song that they like never do live for my birthday, and
Cool.
when they did it, it was a closer song, and
Yeah.
the crowd just went like dead silent when they did the song, and as soon as they
Yeah.
finished, it was like mad eruption.
That's awesome.
It was like one of the most memorable experiences of like probably in my entire life. So I was
Nice.
I was like it was very very cool. We also had the Brian Jonestown massacre
Yep.
come as well.
Yeah. Pretty cool. So do you have more questions?
Yeah, actually. One of the my next question is what kind of got you into the psychedelic stuff?
Well, like I said, I grew up listening to a lot of Pixies, so that that's sort of like season 70 psychedelic scene, which is quite different from the sort of new stuff. But that definitely influenced. So I would say, yeah, them.
Awesome,
And maybe,
awesome.
yeah,
I'm a huge Pink Floyd fan.
yeah, maybe
I had
big,
a chance to see Roger Waters do The Wall.
yeah, me too. That was really something.
Yeah. Who were you more of a fan of, Waters or Gilmore?
My favorite, Sid Barrett.
Ah, okay.
I mean, I saw Roger Waters and David Gilmour equally good on stage. The performance were equally amazing. But I would say that because I'm a writer, my favorite, yeah, definitely Sid Barrett. And yeah, never saw that guy. Obviously,
Yeah,
didn't get a
yeah.
chance. Yeah, but I like the early, more the crazy, more.
The real psychedelic stuff.
Yeah, that's it. More imaginative, like in his own world, kind of thing. Yeah, like.
Awesome, awesome.
Mm.
It's very interesting, like the different phases of Pink Floyd.
Yep,
You know, 'cause
absolutely.
yeah, it was like they were really like three different bands, in like
Yeah,
three different eras.
it was three different lineups as well. So
Yeah, yeah. For me, Gilmore was always my favorite. I respect the hell out of Sid Barrett and that era of Pink Floyd. But I think for me, hearing type of like I guess psychedelic with like shoegaze and everything that I'm really into,
mm,
it was Gilmore's guitar riffs
yeah,
and everything
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the mellowness. I think one of my favorite albums is with Eclipse
Cool. Yeah,
or Metal.
yeah, metal. Yeah. The one with the really long track on
Yeah,
one side. Metal.
yeah,
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 yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I like the other side, more jazzy, like Saint Tropez and like these sort of songs with the dog sings on one of the songs.
Right, right.
Shit. What's the
I
name of the dog? Sean, no, something like that. Anyway, yeah. Shane, the dog, I think, something.
Right,
That's a
right.
cool one. Yeah, I think it's been it's less big than like the or Dark Side of the Moon, but it's definitely even more interesting. Yeah, I would agree with that. Metal,
It's probably one of their most underrated albums. Uh,
agreed. Yeah, yeah, but
but
it's a great.
it's really just
Uh,
great to jam out to.
yeah, it's
Awesome.
maybe less commercial as well, even time
Yeah, yeah,
because of that
exactly.
one song.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's less that's exactly how I'd put it. Less commercial. Awesome, awesome. Well, here's a good question for you.
Okay.
How did you get the name Geography of the Moon for your band?
Okay, so before I met Andrea, I was writing song with the piano, and I wrote a song that was called Geography of the Moon. And I think it's the first song I played live to him. And we were with another guy in the beginning, in this first band that was called Secret Spaceships. And well, he sort of dumped us at some point. Anyway, so the band split. And so later it was me and Andrea, and because that band split, we're gonna continue writing music. And we went through some other name, and then eventually I was like, Geography of the Moon is not a bad name. Like I can see it on a festival poster lineup. Like I could, yeah. That would be nice. So and I think it goes with the music. Like it's quite a sort of a poetic name, and I think the music sounds kind of like that, a little bit out there, a little bit like experimental. Yeah, that's where it comes from. There's a song
Awesome.
called yeah.
Awesome. Well, I agree with all that. Your music and especially the album covers,
mm,
it reminds me like, how we're talking about grunge being an influence, and
yeah,
it's like a very like homage to 90s essence.
yeah, definitely design a part of it and the song,
Yeah,
in fact.
yeah, absolutely. And that actually like leads me into my next question because I was
Yeah,
wondering who did the artwork for the album covers.
which one?
Uh,
Because we
well, actually, all of them. I mean, that's always a
all right,
question I like to ask. Because for me, when
yeah,
I'm like discovering new bands, of course the name is attractive, but if I see like a cool album
or
cover, that
yeah.
immediately attracts me to be like, oh, well, what's this band about?
Yeah, yeah, me too. I mean, it definitely helps to have a nice art. Well, we do it together. Like a lot of the pictures are like the fake flowers cover. Andrea took that picture and he had it in his Instagram, and I usually do the design. For the latest one, cat on the cover is, is a picture of my cat, but it's a cat I had years ago. He died, and one day I was on Facebook, and you know how Facebook you your memories.
Right.
Uh, and so there was the picture of my cat. And I thought, oh, I really miss him, and I really like that picture and the sort of colors and everything. We did it. I did a few different covers, I think, for that one. But eventually we were like, picture of the is cool. Like so we just ended up using that. So we do the artwork. We do most of things. We do some of the videos. We do a little bit of the mixing as well. More and more as we because we're getting. What else? Yeah, we do most of our stuff.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, yeah, it's fun because we get to choose as well. It's not somebody else's creative direction. Sometimes you think, well, that's somebody else does that's great, but that's not. I usually have quite a good idea of how I want, so I know that if I be the way I want. So yeah.
Awesome, awesome. That's very cool and like very artsy and creative and everything. And I think that's also really cool because it allows you, the band musician, and directive voice, where you want to see your music kind of like guided towards.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Thank
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's talk about the unraveling. I love it.
thank
For
you.
me, my favorite tracks are the last two.
Wait, that's the unraveling and for good. Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, I should know. All right. Ah, that's it. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Why is that?
Well, to be perfectly honest, when I know I'm listening to, especially the psychedelic stuff, I'm
Oh,
usually
yeah.
smoking something, you
Yeah.
know.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The
Uh,
unraveling, like mellow, and it's got all these nice guitar riffs. Yeah.
yeah.
That's yeah.
And especially the last track, when it feels good to feel good,
Yeah.
that is just like I will put the last two and especially the last song on repeat. And
Cool.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it just it reminds me so much of something from the '90s, and
Yeah.
as well as like with psychedelic in there.
Mhm.
But it's
Yeah.
like it's more like psychedelic alternative,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Not purely psychedelic, but a little bit.
yeah, they are just awesome, awesome songs.
Thanks. Thank you. It's
Absolutely.
yeah, it's nice to hear it. It's like people like ourselves. I'm happy. But the thing with feels good. It's like it's like the happy song of the EP basically. It's the happy. It's like it's about like my happy place. It's nice as well.
Awesome. What was I guess some of your inspirations for to write the songs for the EP?
Right. So when COVID happened, we moved to Scotland, and well, we were there before, but anyway, we moved back from Asia and got stuck there for a year and a half in our flat, pretty much. So the first song on the E is "Nowhere to Go But Everywhere" with the single, and this one is I'd say it's a song of emancipation, maybe. Like it's kind of saying to all the people that ever told me, stay home and I don't know, get a job like everybody else. Yeah, rent a house and whatever. That you can do what you want in life. It's totally your decision and whatever anybody else says, their projection of their own reality. And it just says to these people, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna and whatever you say. It's cool, but it's not my life. That's it.
I dig that a lot. And, I have to just say I completely relate to that. Especially with some of the stuff I've had to deal with my own parents. With
Yep.
going out into the venture of, trying to be a screenwriter and, a podcaster
Yeah.
and, trying to make it in the arts.
Yeah, I think keep going. If you really want something, you can make. You just have to keep doing it. That's the bottom line. People will continuously tell you to give up until they see that you succeed, and then they're like, "Wow, we're so proud of you." And you think that whole time you are like, get a shit. And yeah, it's so weird. Yeah, yeah. In the arts, if you're not supported, you have to be the one who believes in yourself and prove everybody else wrong. I feel.
I
So,
am
so yeah.
with you 110%.
Yeah, so good luck with your writing. Keep doing it.
Thank you, thank you. I have to just promote this real quick. I actually sent a bunch of stuff to a producer,
Yeah.
who happens to be the sister. I'm not sure if you've ever seen the movie The Boondock Saints, but
Oh,
she's the sister of one of the brothers who
okay.
is the main guys of the Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
So
So let's hope it gets to them, right?
yeah, yeah, I have my fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. I'm also working with someone in California who is an actor by the name of Patrick Kilpatrick, and
All right. That's cool. That's very Irish.
yeah, 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 and he's worked with everyone from Steven Spielberg
Huh.
to Schwarzenegger to Van Damme.
Yeah.
Um,
Big name.
yeah, yeah, Bruce
Mm.
Willis.
Right.
I consider him one of the Expendables.
Okay.
He's definitely
All
in
right.
that group of like people who was in action movies with all those
Right.
guys, in the 80s and 90s. So
Yeah.
something is going to come about. It's just, like you said, don't take any shit. Just keep believing in yourself and supporting yourself and surrounding yourself with the people that, believe in you.
Yep.
And, stuff will happen.
Mm.
You just gotta keep
Sure.
pushing.
Yeah, that's it. Like never give up. That's just keep going.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm,
I have, I guess, two closer questions for you, and
okay.
that is, who are some of your favorite bands slash films, and if you have any other upcoming tour dates, or I guess the possibility of a new album coming out. I know you just released the EP, but
Yeah.
I am very anxious for the next Geography of the Moon album.
Nice. Okay. So first, yeah, we're writing more now, and we're hope record in the summer. So hopefully by next year we should have a full album coming out. Middle question. Yes, we're playing a lot. These days we're Asia because we're here and there's a lot of places that are ready to give us gigs. So we're playing a lot. Yeah, we're mainly Cambodia at the moment. Difficult to travel, but soon we're hoping to move on to other countries and like Japan, and go back to Europe and go back to the States. But that's not that's up in the air for now. But yeah, this month we're playing a lot. And your first question, okay, I'm just gonna name a couple of bands. I think that I've been listening to since I was like a teenager, and there's at least two of them that have. One of them is Eels. Do you know about these guys?
What's the band again?
Eels, like the fish.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're also the start. So yeah, I kind of grew up with those guys. Then there's Radiohead,
Oh,
which for me was
awesome.
like really big influence as well. And I'm gonna say Blur. These would be like the three, maybe my three favorite ever. Which is weird because it's all guys. There's not even a woman in any of them. So sometimes I'm like, what? Like, a lot of the times I play and there might be other bands, and at the moment I'm like the only woman on stage, and there's like 15 guys playing tonight, and I'm the only woman, so that's very unbalanced. But anyway, and film wise, first thing that comes to my head is Ghost World, which that's also from the 90s. Do you know that movie?
I do. I do.
I love it. Yeah, comic based. And then yeah, I don't know. Lately, I've watched a lot of Netflix during lockdown. But I would say it wasn't really. It was more like series like Stranger Things and like Lock and Key and yeah, fucking all the good weird stuff that comes on Netflix. I watched a lot of that stuff.
Awesome. So I know we started to talk about it. You mentioned it with my podcast with horror. Are you
Mm.
really like into horror and sci-fi and stuff like that?
Horror, not so much. Sci-fi, a lot, but mainly books. Like I read a lot of sci-fi. I used to be more into horror before. Like actually, at the moment, I'm rereading It by Stephen King.
Oh, awesome.
Uh, Yeah, it's so good. Like I'm so happy I found a copy. I was like, what? Oh my God, I remember reading this. And yeah, I'm reading it again. But yeah, I do like the stuff that is weird and not necessarily like proper horror stuff, but scary, but without being, if that makes any like sort of like they weird, that kind of stuff. I like.
Well, I have to share this with you because I actually remember that you liked the post back in January with I had a like several scripts that made it well, two made it to the finalists of the Southern California screenwriting competition.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
well, I just want to say thank you again for liking the post.
sure.
It's really I appreciate it, and I just have to share with you because the script that was the feature in that, it's called Hell Racers, and
Okay.
um
But that's like,
yeah, and it's like pretty much like a inspiration from a couple movies from the 80s and 90s,
yep.
but one of the key, I mean the key parts of the film is that it's inspired by rock and roll,
Sure.
and the especially the legend of Robert Johnson.
Oh yeah, okay, the Crossroads.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sure. There's a couple of movies about him and like sort of inspired also by that story. I'm sure I saw one of them, but then there's so much that can be taken out of the story.
Yeah, and I kind of based it loosely off The Legend of Robert Johnson, and then
Oh, okay.
the Faust Legend,
Yeah.
the German.
Yeah, deal with the devil.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. And
Yeah.
I basically based all the characters in the script for the most part are based off of musicians.
Awesome. That's cool.
So I just wanted to share that with you because I saw you like the post, and
Yeah.
we've been talking about a little bit about horror and sci-fi and everything,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's a big influence. And I mean, if you'd like, you can shoot me your email, and I can send you the script if you just want to read it over or something. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, definitely. Sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Hmm.
that would be awesome because I'm always anxious to, hear people's reviews, and especially from a musician's standpoint,
Yeah.
that would be pretty dope.
Sure. Yeah, send it. Absolutely. Hey, did you hear about that movie the Foo Fighter are making?
Yes,
Like
yes,
like this horror movie with them like recording like haunted recording studio.
yeah.
I
It
can't
looks
fucking I can't wait.
awesome.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be good. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Studio 666.
Yeah, so
Yeah, yeah. I had a chance to see the Foo Fighters a couple years ago,
yep.
and Dave Grohl puts on an awesome show.
He does. He does. Yeah, for sure.
And
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
was during the time that he broke his leg, so he
Right.
had that Game of Thrones throne that they built for him, so you
Fuck, that's amazing.
so he could
Wow.
perform on stage and everything.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it was a great show, great artist, and I actually have a question for you.
yeah.
Are you familiar with someone by the name of Dave McLean?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't
Um,
think so.
I'm supposed to do an interview with him this weekend,
Okay.
and he in the 90s was basically the main music promoter in the UK for booking bands like Nirvana,
Right.
the Smashing
Cool.
Pumpkins, Green Day,
Yeah.
Mudhoney, and he's currently the manager of Placebo. I wasn't
That's
sure if you might be familiar with him
cool.
or not, but
Yeah, I guess I should have heard that name, but it doesn't ring a bell. But I think he'll definitely be a really really interesting person to talk to.
yeah, cause,
Uh,
and another reason I wanted to bring it up is because he apparently has a record label in Bangkok.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna Google.
I
I'm gonna
wasn't
Google it.
sure because you're in Cambodia now and
Hmm.
touring Asia.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
No, but
know.
that's really good to know. Yeah. Thanks for that. I'm gonna look for it.
Yeah.
Thank-
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Virginia, it has been a pleasure talking with you.
Likewise.
Awesome. Awesome. I would love to have you on the show again anytime. Talk about more about music, geography of the moon, movies, and all that
Mm.
stuff.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, when we tell you what, when we do a next release, we'll talk about that.
That sounds awesome.
Great. All right. Well, it was nice talking. A nice day, actually.
Thank you. Thank you. You too. Hopefully
All right.
the weather gets nice.
Oh, the weather is well, for you, yeah. Sorry. Good here. Yeah, hot.
Awesome. Awesome.
Take care.
You too. You too. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.